So you want to calculate. Bet you've been waiting for this for a long time. You've been like, what are we doing? You're doing all this easy stuff. Let's get into the calculations. Well, here we go. The easiest way to do a calculation in Excel is just use the equal sign. If I use the equal sign, I can do any arithmetic that I want. 3 plus 5. Sorry, 5 plus 5. And you can see that it calculates that. Notice that what you see in the spreadsheet versus the actual data, so the actual data does show a calculation. Okay, 9 minus 7. No, you need the equal 9 minus 7. Right? Okay. The other things, if you want to do multiplication, that would be the star equals 7. If I can find the star on this. Star 5. Okay, so 35. Division, we use the slash, equal 8 slash 2. Okay, and if you want to use exponents, it's some people call it a hat, some people call it a caret. It's the, well, I might as well just show you. Equal to that thing right there. That thing is called a hat, or a Brazilian student actually told me it's called a grandfather's hat in Brazil. I don't know why, but yeah, there you go. So that's how you do an exponent in Excel. So there's all your operators. Do remember that Excel does use order of operations. So if you do something like this, 2 plus 2 multiplied by 3, that would actually be 8 and not 12, because it does 2 times 3 before the plus, right? So go back to your high school math or elementary school math. I don't know when you learn that stuff, but there you go. If you want, oh sorry, that automatically does that one. If you want to force addition to be done before multiplication or division, something like that, then you do need your parentheses. So go back to your PEMDAS or your BEDMAS or whatever acronym you use to remember that. Okay. So putting that into use, I've created a little sheet here with some grades of some students. So let's say I want to add all those, so I could do equal. And if you don't want, you can write numbers, or you can also use a cell reference. So you can actually click on cell. So this is equal to this one plus this one plus this one. Enter. Okay, and so there you have it again. You can see the cell references instead of using numbers. So if I actually click up here, you can see that it shows you the cells that are selected. If you want to get out of there, don't start. No, sorry. You can get out of there, but adding those scores is probably not very useful. You might want to do an average. So I might want to take all those, add them up, and divide by 3. Divide by 3. Okay. So that would give me an average, and you can see that there. Now, a very nice thing about Excel is autocomplete also works for calculations formulas. So if I take that and grab that and drag it down, okay, you can see that it does that calculation for all the rest. So you can see that this one does it for these cells. This one does it for these cells. So Excel is actually smart enough to kind of bump down the cells every time you do a calculation. So you can see up here, take a look at these numbers here, B2, C2. So if I go down the list, you can see it changes to B4, B5. So Excel is smart enough to figure that out, which is really handy. So you only have to write the formula one time, and then you can just autocomplete